My name is Douglas Hines. I'm a person in a wheelchair with cerebral palsy. Okay, cerebral palsy is a condition in which sometimes your muscles don't work quite right, and that's what happens. And it's with the brain. So I act as fast or whatever, and it makes it hard for me to control certain things with my hands. It can affect how I travel. I can't walk very well, but I can do most things with my hands. Can't make the bed, of course, because I have to be able to stand up to do that. I think I heard about it at Vibrant Health when the pandemic first started. But they were doing the boccia ball at home. But when the boccia ball took place in person, I thought I'd check it out, and then I liked it.
Boccia is unique. So sport in general is very powerful. It's a powerful tool to affect change and impact people. So I thought about the communities who have the least opportunity. So in this case, about less than 4% of people with disability participate in recreation sport activities. So what was the best sport to identify to solve that problem? Boccia. It was something that anybody could do. Absolutely anybody with any ability or a different ability could participate in. So you have, whether it's a cognitive, physical, different ability, everyone can play on an equal setting, and there's no reason why anyone should be turned away and not have the opportunity to participate. So it's really a phenomenal sport for that purpose.
In October of 2019, I was having a real hard time walking. So I went to see a surgeon whose his specialty is with little people. And unfortunately, I suspect the surgery did not go as well as we had hoped because I ended up in a wheelchair. So I was at the hospital for 6 weeks, and then I went to Lyndhurst, which is a rehab hospital, a fabulous rehab hospital. And in fact, that's where I first got to play bocce. I realized very quickly that I am quite competitive. And the thing I love about the game is that anyone can play. And so I'd seen it, and it's like, oh, that actually looks like something I could play. Because, I don't do sports. I was never picked for any sports team. It's impacted my life in that I can do it. Most of the time I would throw, but then they also have the slide or something, which is really like a slide you put the ball on. But when we were playing at Vibrant Health, there was even people, there was a woman who needed to use her mouth, to down the ramp. And it's like, I think bocce is just, anyone can play. Any age can play. I mean, bowling itself, those 10-pound balls can be pretty heavy. And, baseball, basketball, you need a little bit of strength and stamina. You don't need any of that in bocce. You just need to have a desire to have fun.
Sport is a metaphor for life, right? Everything you do, whether it's practice or competition, is very similar to life. Trying to set goals and overcoming obstacles, putting in that hard work to be able to move forward and build yourself to function in everyday life. So, for example, when we're doing practices, we're sometimes looking at how can they breathe better, and not just for the sake of that activity at the time, but in general, how do they calm themselves? How do they focus? How can they prepare themselves for something that they have to engage in that's a little bit difficult? How can you calm yourself from a stressful situation, or perhaps even put yourself to bed at night, to relax and be in a state of mind that allows you to drift off to sleep a little bit easier. So there's so many things from a psychological point of view. Physically, you're strengthening the muscles, the grip strength. You're able to lift things up and put them on shelves where you might not be able to before. The range of motion is increased. You're learning about and practicing depth perception and your timing, your balance and coordination, strengthening the core muscles. And you do it in a way that you're not trying to be too obvious to them about what they're doing. You make it fun and engaging, but truly you're doing all of these other things that transfer over into life, and you're building those skills that'll empower them in that respect as well. So,
but I thought it was an interesting game. I knew that it was a lot like curling. So, and you have to try and move the ball out of the house or whatever, or move it. So, and then I thought it was a great exercise thing, and I thought it was fun. And then when I went the last several weeks, because it encourages me to get out of the house, get ready, and take more responsibility for things in daily living, like showering, getting dressed, and dressing appropriate more. And it's also increase my accuracy with my arms so that I can do certain things with my hands better too.
Inclusiveness is so very important. It's often neglected and sometimes avoided, but inclusiveness is everything. You want to bring everyone together to give them every opportunity that you can. So in this case, we were able to bring a wonderful organization on board called Vibrant Healthcare, and from day one when we introduced the concept, they were on board and very excited and supportive, and they were championing the cause wonderfully from the beginning, and it just made everything easier. So from a personal perspective, it makes you feel great when you see new people showing up, more people being involved all the time, and other volunteers coming in, other coaches, and have them then impact others and see how that changes their lives as a volunteer, as a coach, and definitely obviously the participants, to see the smile on their face, how they connect with their friends and other people, and when they socialize and stuff. It's awesome to see.
Whenever I went home, when we were playing in the summertime, I went home and it's like, yeah, that was a good day. That was a good day because I was in the community, I met a bunch of new people, and it gave me gratitude for what I do have. Because, as I said, while I was not born in a wheelchair, but I am in a wheelchair now, there are others who are worse off. But they still play too. So it's great.
I am grateful for Vibrant Healthcare for providing this program along with the Ontario Trillium Healthcare Fund. I would like to see the program continue, and maybe we can set up other teams around the city from other sites, other Vibrant Healthcare style places, and maybe we can set up a team and maybe become more professional, just like baseball and hockey and football and basketball.